Today, I'm going to be breaking down one of the easiest strategies you can use here at Townhall 9 to 3-star any base. So here is the army composition that we are going to be using today, and yes, there is quite a few pieces of epic equipment on those heroes, but if you don't have access to these, don't worry, this strategy is still exceptionally powerful even without those pieces of equipment. So let's jump in and we'll break this one down. So we have 6 Pekkas in total in this particular attack, and they are going to be coming in clutch. You're basically just going to be spamming them in and looking to smash through the base. The first thing we're going to be doing is deploying our Archer Queen with her giant arrow ability. That giant arrow, you're looking to just snipe off as many defenses as possible. It basically one-shots every single defense other than Expos, so you should not have a problem with your giant arrow as long as it's upgraded enough. As for the king, you guys can see we do have the double epic piece of equipment, but again, don't stress too much about that. Your Pekkas alongside those skeleton spells are going to be able to carry pretty hard. The good thing about this strategy as well is all your troops are just going to end up all over the base, but that is going to work out in your favor because you can go ahead and drop down those skeleton spells on defenses like the Expos or Teslas or anything like that that's going to cause you any issues, and you're going to be able to smash through bases exceptionally quickly. You guys can see this attack was about a minute long and I hardly even had time to explain what was happening. So we'll jump into the next replay and I'll break it down in a little bit more detail. So first things first, again, we're going to be using that Archer Queen's giant arrow ability at the start, and what you're looking to do with that, like I said, is snipe off as many of these key defenses as possible. It really doesn't matter where you attack from. You want to try and create some sort of a funnel so a couple of your troops definitely go into the core, but honestly it's not that big of a deal. You're going to have that queen coming through from that bottom section of the base. You'll see she sniped off multiple key buildings through in the core, and we even were able to catch that enemy queen with our giant arrow ability. So our spells, yeah, we have 7 skeleton spells in this particular attack, and the good thing about that is, yeah, as you can see, when those Expos are being tanked for, like we have here with those Pekkas tanking for them, you can go ahead and drop down those skeleton spells and they're just going to eat up those defenses super quickly. Clan castle troops potentially can be an issue, especially if you have a high damage clan castle. Even something like a dragon can cause issues, so you're definitely going to want to make sure you're poisoning up those troops as soon as you possibly can. Again, keep an eye on those key defenses, Teslas, Expos, even archer towers and enemy heroes. You're going to want to go ahead and deploy down those skeleton spells on them as soon as they are locking on to your Pekkas. But you'll see in this particular one, we probably didn't even need those skeleton spells. I think these troops probably would have smashed through the back end of this nice and quickly. The couple of hog riders that you bring through in this attack, I believe it's actually only 4, like you guys can see here. They are just going to be used to maybe snipe off 1 or 2 of those defenses that your troops may have a hard time getting to, because of course the hog riders can just jump straight over those walls and snipe them off nice and quickly. And moving through into that third and final replay, again kicking off proceedings, yeah, exactly the same. Giant arrow going to be going all the way through the base. We have the first Pekka coming on the opposite side. If we pause things up right here, you'll see there is an attempt at a funnel in this particular one. We have the queen down in that bottom section with the giant, and of course her giant arrow ability going off previously. We then have the Pekka and the wizard coming out of our clan castle over on that left hand side, and then we're going to get the rest of our troops coming on through, dropping down those wall breakers like they're nobody's business. Because we have so many of them, we can open up so many wall compartments. Be careful of the enemy minion prince on defense. He sometimes can cause a few issues, but no problem for us. We're just going to keep on pushing through it regardless. King smashing his way through into the core of the base. The spiky ball is one of the strongest pieces of equipment down here at these lower town halls because it can take down those defenses, especially when you get into the core of a base. Make sure to use that poison spell down on those clan castle troops like we have done right here. Giant, yeah, super strong. If you can get access to this piece of equipment for your queen, I would definitely recommend it. I've got it in my Townhall 8 and my Townhall 9 account, and it is exceptionally powerful. Even when it's under leveled, it just does such a good job at taking down defenses, tanking for your queen and other troops, and you're going to see, yeah, you're going to get a lot of results like this one. So this particular strategy is actually the strategy that I've used on several of my Townhall 9 accounts just to try and push their trophies to maybe unlock some of those gem achievements. This is something you can spam really mindlessly. You don't even need to bring clan castle troops if you don't want to. The main thing on this one is just to try and drop down those skeleton spells as and when those key defenses lock onto your troops. But hopefully this video showed you just how easy Townhall 9 can be with this particular strategy. If you did enjoy it, feel free to leave a like on the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.